Fantastic Four spoiler review. This is a spoiler review, meaning I'm going to tell you everything that I liked, or really in this case didn't like, about the movie, and seeing that you've already seen the movie. If you don't want to see the spoiler review, we do have a regular review, so make sure to check it out. Alright, spoiler review. This movie was awful. So the entire movie was just about, oh, let's, show up and basically, oh, Reed Richards, he's a smart kid. Fast forward, that's about 10 minutes of the movie, him being a smart kid. And then let's go about him now introducing to this college where, all these education, well, not just education happens, but more that these students are educated to be in this like laboratory of the Baxter building. And so what happens with this is essentially, alright, now they're working on this project that Reed Richards figured out that no one else could. And the person who originally tried to was Victor Von Doom. But then Victor Von Doom's a little smarter than him in other ways. Some people had a problem with this because Reed Richards is the smartest person in the Marvel Universe. He technically should always be smarter than Tony Stark, than Professor X, anyone else in the Marvel Universe. He is the smartest one. But in this movie, they do have him kind of in the learning stages, so I'm like, okay, I can forgive that. What I can't forgive is then there's no chemistry whatsoever. There was sort of a love interest between him and Sue Storm, but that was obviously sprinkled here and there. There was no real chemistry in this movie. Like, the buddy between him and Graham was like maybe a minute worth in the entire movie, and that was about it. But it really just kind of fell short. And God, does the family Storm talk to each other? Do they have dinner once in a while? Because they don't seem like it. They're like, oh, hey Johnny, hey Sue. Like, it's like they're friends. They're not family or relatives. Even if Johnny would resent Sue for being maybe the favorite child or something, it just doesn't seem like they care. It was so bad, and these are good actors, which means it shouldn't be bad. But really the main pain point of Fantastic Four was that they built up and it was nothing. It was literally nothing. Whole movie, they're trying to get back to this dimension where they left Doom, and then in about 10 minutes worth, Doom then just has every power, apparently. We don't know what his powers are, because he just started like blowing people's heads up. He looks at them and they fall down. We don't know what his powers really are. He just has infinite powers, apparently. He had the Infinity Gauntlet under his, I don't know. He is the ugliest Doom we've ever seen. And yes, I will say it, the horrible Fantastic Four movies of the past did a better Doom. Think about that. If you've seen the better Doom movies in the past, that Doom was better. And he's a bad Doom. And yet, this Doom was just horrible. He was horrible. And again, the actor playing him wasn't bad. So I have to blame the writer, the director. You could blame the studio Fox. I've heard they meddled, whatever. But it was a bad product in the end. There was a lot of talk about them hiding this movie from critics. And I can see why. Because it was a horrible movie. Doom was a joke. And really, there was 10 minutes of him. And it just, like, it fell so flat. It felt so flat. Honestly, I cannot believe I'm going to say this, but at least with the original Fantastic Four movies, they weren't taking themselves seriously. They were comical effect, had fun, everything like that. This one, what can you say good about it? The actors acted well with the shitty lines and horrible dialogue they were given. I mean, you can't say anything good about this movie, and that's the real fault. That I would actually rate the original Fantastic Four movie better than this, and I never thought I could say that movie was better than anything. It is, I would say, and I have had other reviewers say this, so I will agree with them on this. I will agree that Doom was worse than Deadpool in X-Men Origins. That's how bad Doom was. Alright guys, have you seen this movie? Please let me know if you did. I really want to know your feedback on it. It is so bad, and if you were unlucky to see it, I'm sorry. This is RICKY, the Mainstream Movie Guy.